Hello, adventurers! My name is Chance, welcome to my Spellbook, and thank you so much for taking a look at the 13th episode of our background series. Today we're going over the criminal, or the spy, depending on how you want to look at it. The spy is considered to be a variant of this background, however there's zero mechanical difference between the two, so it's really just the same thing. It is found in the good old Player's Handbook, so everyone should have access to it. And I do want to say this is probably one of the more popular backgrounds chosen, belonging right up there with the Charlatan and even the Urchin as well. And to be honest, I can kind of see the appeal behind it. It fits in with a lot of the classes outright, namely the Rogue, but who knows? In any case, let's dive right on into its description here. You are an experienced criminal with a history of breaking the law. You have spent a lot of time among other criminals and still have contacts within the criminal underworld. And it provides you with a nice D8 table to kind of see what is your favorite speciality, as it were. However, feel free to come up with your own as well. I don't really find these charts to be overly helpful, but that is just me. Now let's take a look at those mechanics. Under skill proficiencies, you will see deception and stealth, which are both incredibly useful in almost all elements of play. Under tool proficiencies, you will see one type of gaming set, so Dragon's Chess or cards, dice, whatever, and Thieves' Tools as well. And under equipment, you will see a crowbar, a set of dark common clothes with a hood, and a pouch containing 15 GP, which puts it above that 10 GP average. Overall, mechanically, this is certainly quite a sound background and lends itself to a pretty diverse method of play. Now let's take a look at the feature, also known as Criminal Contact. You have a reliable and trustworthy contact who acts as your liaison to a network of other criminals. You know how to get messages to and from your contact, even over great distances. Specifically, you know the local messengers, corrupt caravan masters, and seedy sailors who can deliver messages for you. I gotta say, this is probably one of my favorite features to have being a DM, so if a player has it, I really do like it. It provides a great tool to the Dungeon Master to provide you with clues and exposition you may have otherwise missed or overlooked during your exploration pillar of play. It's really nice. I like it, and if you're a crafty DM, you can work it into their backstory, and the more they use the criminal contact, the more of a sentimental attachment the party is likely to form towards them. Not to mention, it does imply that this network is aware of you and your party, and may influence the party's direction in some form or fashion, and there's nothing to stop the criminal contact from requesting favors, issuing quests and adventures, and maybe even pointing the party in specific directions. So it is really nice. I do like it. Feel free to incorporate a little bit of magic in the messages as well as some other backgrounds have, but overall I like it. I think it's really neat. Now let's take a look at some suggested characteristics here. For personality trait I went with, I always have a plan for what to do when things go wrong, which just kind of fits in with the criminal or spy mentality. Under ideal, I put honor. I don't steal from others in the trade, and this is lawful, and that might also serve a utility benefit as well. Under bond, I went with someone I love died because of a mistake that I made, and that will never happen again, and that would likely loop back to the personality trait itself. Under flaw, I went with when I see something valuable, I can't think about anything but how to steal it. And that kind of goes in line with perhaps why they even became a criminal in the first place. It is really cool, and I do really think the potential for roleplay opportunities and world building is off the charts for the criminal, and not to mention it would be pretty fun for the average player. Now let's move on to my personal thoughts on this background. Overall, I really do love it. I do find, however, sometimes you'll get players who take this background to just kind of be jerks to other party members and abuse the term "it's what my character would do" endlessly. Overall, if you're going to go with this background, know that it's strong enough mechanically and through its feature alone to justify you being a little bit more lenient with party members. And there's likely a reason you guys all grew up together in the first place, so it's probably best to focus on that common goal before you focus on the things that separate you. Not to mention, if you pursue your criminal past while you're with the group, you're likely just to drag them down into whatever punishment you're likely to receive, and as good as your feature is and as great as these mechanics are, it's not likely to help you out to a point where you can break out yourself and your whole party consequence-free. I mean, who knows, if you're high enough a level, I'm sure there's some magics that'll help with that, but it's better off not to do that, at least on the onset of the game. In any case, overall, quite nice. I like it. Let me know what you think about the criminal/spy down beneath in the comments section. Be sure to mention any thoughts, questions, comments, or concerns you have regarding it. And of course, if you'd like to get your hands on a free one-shot, please do check out the Guild Hall. Use code WELCOME at checkout, and that's all there really is to it. Short, sweet, and simple. In any case, I hope you'll have a great day, and as always, happy adventuring.